Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the views, the comments, connecting with me. I appreciate everyone and everything. Let's ring the bell. Let's just clear this energy and let's see what the message of Spirit has for us. Hey sis. Hey Nurse Oasis. So I want you to know that they know and everybody else knows that they did you dirty. However, I just heard it's coming back around on them. So it's kind of like, let it go. Let it go. Let it be water off your shoulder like a duck's back and let it just keep moving because it's coming back. Awakening genius. It's time for you to wake up to certain truths. Doesn't necessarily have to be negative truths. It could be positive truths, but it's time to wake up to these truths. Hey, Davinia. Hey, Nellie G. How are you? And I'm grateful for you, Davinia. So, it's like me and Nurse Oasis were having a discussion. Now you know. With that information that you can either have it hold you back. Like I'm shocked, I'm dismayed, I'm distraught. Or you can say, at least I know. And it's time for me to understand that this is not the one. And it's time to move on. Because when you move on, what you're doing is you are allowing karma to come in behind you and to give someone what is their just due. Someone is awakening to their own genius. That's the message. Thank you. And they're being able to see beyond the situation. Spirit wants you to see beyond the situation. Hey, Michelle. Sometimes it does take quieting the mind so that you can, go within, heal the heart, allow Spirit to talk to you and to connect with you. The royal you. Seeing beyond the whole situation allows you to move forward faster. You see exactly what the lie is. So why get stuck in it? Why get stuck like, oh, you've lied. You've lied. I can't believe you lied. Why did you lie? Why did you lie? Why did you lie? Get my fainting couch because I know that you lied. Don't do it like that. Don't get stuck right there. Just be like, oh, motherfucker, oh, you lied. Oh. Well, this is the truth. This is exactly what my ass looks like. Turn around, walk away, walk out the door. See beyond the situation, because guess what? If they lied to you once, they're going to lie to you again and again and again and again and again, because some people are just liars. That's just what they do. It's just what they do. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that everybody know they a liar. They ain't fooling nobody. They ain't fooling you. They ain't fooling nobody. Everybody knows they a liar. That's why they have so many different pants, because their pants is always on fire. Liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging upside down on the telephone wire. This motherfucker is walking around butt booty naked because he can't keep his shit straight. He can't tell the truth. He's lying. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you, sweetie? Yes, exactly. Ooh, are they? Yeah, well, I don't want to know about it here. We don't want to put that out here. Okay. We're not gonna bring that into this chat. Yeah, we don't want to do that one. So what's the message, Spirit? We're gonna keep it. Yeah. Somebody thought they had a plan for you because you were sitting here telling everyone exactly what was going on and how it was happening and how everything was coming together. You was telling the truth. Somebody they lied on you. Hey, dearest Mose, how are you? Somebody they lied on you. And it's almost like the reason that they lied on you is almost because like they wanted to be with you. You know, with this smoke and mirrors, this tender embrace and wish upon a star, to me, that's like, you know, somebody that wanted to be with you, but you always said, no, I'm good. I'm real good on that one. But, and so to make sure that somebody else didn't get with you, they was like, oh, no, me and, you know, we be knocking boots all the time, which is, it's like, it's a lie. It's a lie. Right. Exactly, Michelle. Yes. And everybody's hearing, everybody's listening to everything. They hear it all. It's like not only do they hear it all, do they know someone is lying, not only do they see it, but they hear it. Like and somebody knows that somebody ain't ever touched somebody else. That is they ain't even been there. You know? Yeah. Somebody straight up. Izzy eyed. Okay. Yeah, somebody is with the feeling the world and the land between. It's almost like somebody is putting two and two together. They're doing some research. Hey, Shaylin. They're doing some research and they're connecting the dots. Someone is doing this because they're listening to what you have to say, and it's connecting the dots without them knowing it. So pretty soon, they're going to look at the paper and they're going to see that they actually drew a dinosaur after they done connected all the damn dots. Because you're just coming out as somebody that has integrity. You know, as somebody that's truthful, as somebody that's honorable, as somebody that's royal, and things that you were doing is proving that point. And that's not just the things that you're doing, but it's the people that are around you. They're looking at you. The people that are maybe they're either these are the people that are around you, or these are people that are looking at you from afar. You know, these were the naysayers, but they're looking at you and they're looking at they see you in a higher view now. They're looking at you totally differently now. Mm-hmm. They are. They're understanding that somebody was not being honest. Somebody was not being truthful. It's like somebody, almost like, did they have a point to prove? Were they trying to, like, what was it all for? Okay. And these came in upside down. Divine matrix and the power of purpose. So the power of purpose and divine matrix means that it's something that was sent from God for them to do something, a particular way. But in reverse, this didn't even make sense. They don't even know why they did this shit. They was just doing something to be doing something. It's like they have no idea why they did this to somebody that they even wanted to be with. That's the whole thing. They wanted to be with somebody. But because they lied, and people can see that they lied, and now whenever maybe they're being called to the carpet, hey, why'd you do this? They can't even come out and say, oh, well, I did this because of this. They don't have an answer. It's like, how they will deflect. Hey, V, how are you? What you say? Not shocked. This is somebody self-sabotaging themselves. Self-sabotaging. Because it's like, instead of them just telling you the truth, instead of them just telling everybody the truth, instead of them making up this whole tall tale, because they was coming up with some merry motive, they wanted to have some type of, they want people to look at them in a certain way and look at you in a certain way, and this, that, and the other. But people were starting to see everything because you wasn't being quiet. You wasn't. Why was you not supposed to talk? Shit, you ain't do nothing wrong. Shit, you just being you. And people were seeing all this stuff. They seeing who you are, what you do, all this other stuff coming up. They was connecting the dots. But the one dot that stood out, there was no connection. Because see, when they was connecting your dots connected to a cash sign, a dollar sign. When they connected their dots, it was one dot on the outside. It didn't connect to nothing. This. It didn't have no rhyme, didn't have no reason. They just did it for the sake of maybe trying to see if they could fuck themselves up. I don't know what they did this shit for. But yes, they did. It was like they thought they was going to get some type of pleasure out of hurting themselves, thinking it was going to fall back and hurt you. I mean, like, this doesn't even make sense. I don't even understand what the fuck I just said, but that's what it was. Like them saying, watch me drink this bleach and your stomach is getting ready to hurt you. Like, you're like, no, it's not. Like this person, had to wake up to some things. Whatever it was, they did it against themselves. For whatever reason, why somebody wanted to lie on you. Thank you, Spirit. Like, maybe this is something that they've been doing for a while. This is something that this is something they've been doing for a while, but nobody's ever spoke up, but you did. You spoke the fuck up, and you told everybody, this is what this motherfucker is doing. You got that ring-a-ling bell out, and you was like, hear ye, everybody gather in the courtyard, because I got some tea to spill today and some shit to tell y'all. Y'all. What's the message? They didn't think that they didn't think that you was going to speak up. They didn't think that you was going to say nothing for yourself. Like, you was just going to be like, well, I'll just go away. I won't do nothing. I'll just, you was like, oh. You went through it. I know that's right, Nelly G. What's the message, Spirit? What else? Thank you. Yeah, because you know what? You was tired of some shit. You said it was time. So it was like you built yourself from the ground up. You had to let me reintroduce my motherfucking self just in case you didn't know who the fuck I was and start living out loud. You know, I'm not the one. I am not the one. I'm not the one, the two, or the three. You know? Somebody felt like you had some type of secret lustful desire or something like that they could hold over your head, or they could, they could do this, or if you was doing something like they was holding this over your head, like this was the shit that they was talking about, like maybe at one time you had an ex-boyfriend that they knew about, and that whole situation was suspect, and that was like 25, 30 years ago. Well, since then they think they've labeled you a hoe, they've labeled you shifty-eyed, they've labeled you a home wrecker, they've labeled you this, they've labeled you that, they've labeled you this and that from some shit 30 fucking years ago. And that's the shit that they're putting out there, not seeing that they've been doing all this shit since 25, 30 years still. Whereas you done had a whole radical rebirth. Okay. You don't even manifest to do the same shit. You put that young shit behind you long as time ago. Okay. Now it is what it is you use your intuition with a lot of shit. There's a whole lot of shit that you don't do. So all that shit that somebody is talking about, hey, behaving, that's the shit that you ain't doing. That's the shit that they are out there fucking doing. What's the message? Hey, Lotus Oracle, how are you? Oh, you are completely fine behaving. Yeah. That's what people are noticing, is that no, you do not do the things that somebody has said that you do. Okay. And that's causing storms. That's you standing up for yourself, you letting it be known, I don't do that shit. If I did that shit, trust and believe, I feel safe enough and secure enough, and I feel like I qualify and quantify enough to come out and say what the fuck it is that I do and what the fuck it is that I don't do. See, somebody didn't realize you had this fearless love about yourself, and that you have no problem admitting your dark side and your light side, what you've done and dealt with and grown from, and where you're at right now. Think it's a motherfucking game. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody that it's not just somebody that's connecting the dots. The world is connecting the dots. The community is connecting the dots. Everybody is starting to see, because people are looking at you. Hey, Jalorans, how are you? Surprise, surprise. Yeah. See, and they seeing that somebody was wearing a whole lot of masks. They was presenting themselves as something that they was not. They was creating a whole lot of stories, a whole lot of tall tales. I know that's right, Michelle. I hate the player and the game too. What's the message? Thank you, Spirit. What is the message? Anything else from this deck? I love you more, V. Lovelace. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, somebody, you know what? It's almost like they people are finding you very grounded, and they know that you have built yourself from the ground up. And when they see you for who you are. You are in celestial alignment. Your chakras are open. They look at you. They see how happy you are. And when they see how happy you are, they cannot stand it. That is why they sit here and create bullshit. And all it does is add to their own grief, not yours. Not yours. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from this deck? Yes. They're looking at you and they see that basically they can't fuck with you. You were unfuckable with. Okay, because whenever you had this massive radical rebirth, and now it's like the love that you have for yourself can't be fucked with, can't be matched, can't be touched. They can't fuck with you. You were unfuckable with. Yeah, now it's almost like with that soul forgiveness, it's like you, just by you forgiving them, forgiving yourself, forgiving them, forgiving everyone, it's fucking them up and it's pissing them off. 22 on the clock. It's fucking them up and it's pissing them off. And that's what's really bringing the attention to them. Because it's like the more they're trying to piss you off, the more forgiving you are. That's the truth. The more they try to piss you off, the more forgiving you are. And that's what's really upsetting them. Message. Something about a message. You know, maybe a message. Somebody's going to try and send you a message like they are taking care of themselves, but they're really not. Oh, thank you, Jedi. Stay high. Thank you for the 222. Oh, thank you. Because it was 2222 when I saw that. Yeah, somebody wants to act like they have changed. They want to send you a message like, oh, I'm totally different. I'm really doing things different, but they really haven't. They really haven't. They still want to bring conflict to you, and they want people to see. They want to bring conflict your way, and then they want to tell people, see, I told you. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's almost like they're trying to prove a point to like a family or something like that, so that this family look at you like, oh yeah, I see now. Okay. Like, okay, and we was going, and just to think, we was going to ask for their forgiveness, but it's almost like someone is trying to do some shit. But somebody who they don't realize they don't realize their connection with you. They don't realize how important it is. Because you're an earth angel, you're here to help them. They don't realize that. And they have the nerve to get upset with you. Who does that shit? What's the message? I saw something try to flip, but then it flipped back over. What was it, Spirit? Yeah, some people are starting to see that. They see how, like, somebody is competing with you, or they always put you down, or, they never want to give you your flowers. They see that. They see that. And they see that, you know what, you're not doing nothing. With this bohemian, you may smoke weed. And that's what they see you doing. But you're not doing nothing. You're not hurting nobody. But see, people want to sit there and bring that to everybody else's attention. See, shining a light on something that you do. And everybody, and they just don't know. Oh, wait, well, somebody else is like, well, I see how you are. Cause I do that too, or my kids do that, or my grandkids do that, or my boo do that, or I'm not opposed to that, or whatever. It's almost like somebody trying to make a big deal out of something that's really not a big deal, just so that they can appear a certain way with this family, with this tribe. It's almost like this person, they wanted you to have to survive them doing all this type of wise guy conflict and shit like that, playing all these motherfucking games, doing all this shit. So everybody looking at you like you just out there, you just some type of old evil spirit, you like you can't get serious, you can't get right, like you the one. Whereas really that player, that's the one who's the leader of it, the one who's throwing the rock and then hiding their hand. And see, guess what? People starting to get smart to that shit because they seeing how you are. They see you are the kindest, gentlest, most loving, most gratitude filled, helpful person. And not only that, you know what? You have that love, that true love in your heart, that unconditional love, and you are very close to God. Not only that, but people are looking at you, and what's calling them out is you are innocent. They see this. You are innocent. Hey, Shayla. Thank you, Spirit. You are innocent. And these people are seeing that you have done nothing. And it's bothering them. It is bothering them. Their conscience is talking to them. They're having that conviction. When God talks to you, you feel it. You can't get it off your mind, and you go to sleep and you wake up in the morning and that's what you think about too. Maybe how you did somebody wrong that was in your family, that like somebody was chosen to be the scapegoat or something, and you didn't have to, but because of some bullshit, you was too afraid to break the generational curse. So you went along to get along. You did the shit to fucking do the shit to get along. Because you was too weak to buck the fucking system. They're thinking about that now. Now they're looking at themselves, thinking about how they look, what type of person they look like, how they are appearing in the world, the choices that they made of the type of person that they wanted to choose to show up to be. Now they want your forgiveness. Now they're ready to put some shit to the end. Now the shit ain't funny no more. How they acted with you, how they treated you, what they said, the disgust that they allowed to have in their heart towards you. just heard it ain't funny no more. Especially since you are smart enough and wise enough to remember who did what and everything else and how y'all was supposed to have been, together, or how somebody was supposed to have been your kindred spirit. But instead, they chose to bring you conflict. They chose to come around you and be two-faced. They was bringing you conflict, but coming around you and being a wise guy, being a two-faced motherfucker. Playing both sides against the motherfucking middle. Like some weasel does. Whose balls ain't even fucking dropped. People is looking at that. They're thinking about that. Maybe how this person has that dark side to him. Hi, question mark. You got the memory of an elephant and balls of a... Funny. What's the message? What's the message? What's the message? Yeah, somebody worked hard on this. They worked hard to try and make themselves look like they was perfect when really they was the wise guy. But people, they see this. They see it. Something is being called to the attention of everybody. Yeah. Especially now, since somebody they don't think it's funny now that people was talking about them. Now they don't want to play no more. What you say, Marsha? You've been through this, huh? I know I saw another one. Yep. Yeah, people was like looking at, trying to figure out, what's their objective, because they looking at, somebody's personality and all the things that this person has. And they trying to figure out what was their objective. Why was they trying to do this? It's like, did they want just the attention to be on them? Is it that they was just that jealous that they wanted all the attention to be on them? Somebody truly was not, they was just jealous because you was already in your North Compass. You were following, you were doing whatever you needed to do. What you were doing was important to your purpose. You was working hard on your purpose, and this person didn't like it. They was jealous. They was jealous like a motherfucker, and everybody see jealous ass. You know what? It's like you told people about this dark side of this person, but they didn't believe you. They thought that you was the dark one because you were the spiritual one, but you was telling people about this dark side to this person, and they didn't believe you. They thought that you was trying to do something. You was trying to make it seem like you was just all love and light, and the other person wasn't. But no, you was telling the truth. You was in your purpose. And you was telling them the truth. So you was already bending over backwards telling them the truth. But somebody, they was just addicted to thinking that, how things appeared. Somebody appeared so nice and so kind and so gentle. Well, the devil appears nice and kind and gentle until you get into that lair. That's whenever shit get real. Thank you. Yeah. Somebody had to figure out where was they headed at. What direction was they headed in? That's what somebody got to think, and that's what people was thinking. What direction was you truly trying to head in? Because you wasn't going the way that you was acting like you was going, like you was telling everybody you was going. Yes. And plus, you have important work to do. Seriously, important work to do. And what you're doing calls for you to be like in your zone or whatever it is. And I'm telling you, they was jealous of you. People are starting to see this dark side to this person because it's coming out. It's overflow. Hey, Devery, it's an overflow, and you already you told him about this. You told him about this. You said, "Hey, listen, I'm letting you know. Ain't no jealousy over here. I'm letting you know." You told him, but you told him right. Damn, nothing to do with me. Lesson. Acting. That was reaction in itself. That's when that's when everybody was able to see how over the course of time somebody's personality really started to show. Like I said, shit was slipping. It was coming out. They couldn't keep it under the wraps no more. Them and how they really thought about themselves. They're egotistical, they're narcissist, they're vain, they're vanity. How they felt like somebody always had to do for them. Like they was the ones who deserved everything. Like you should just be catering to them. People started seeing this person for who they truly are. Especially since you're no longer around. Especially since your ass is no longer around. And they're really looking at both people, you and somebody else. And they're not so much of comparing the two, but they are in a way comparing, because they're like, well, how did this person get to be like this, and how did this person get to be like this? Like the two are connected because we did see that kindred spirit. And people are thinking, how did that? Because it's like they always remembered how you two were, and then all of a sudden something changed. So it's like they're trying to compare that. What happened? What happened? Yeah, it's almost like they're looking at the big picture. How you are filling your cup, how you've always filled your cup. And maybe that was it. Yeah, because maybe somebody else, they felt rejected because here you are, all eyes on you. All eyes on you, like they was comparing you to the other person. Maybe that's what it was. Like you had already completed some things. You already went past that finish line. You was already, getting good karma. And somebody else, they felt rejected because you was getting good karma. Like that makes sense. Like that makes a whole hell of a lot of sense, because it does not. Yeah. Somebody is watching you be of service to the community, to everybody, to fellow man, and they are upset about it. Why? Because they're goofy. That's why. Hey, Misa, how are you today? Right, this is no longer the day and age for silly games, correct? What you say? My ex's mother told me that people don't like me because of how my ex made me out to be. Well, they're going to start seeing the truth. You just continue to do you. Oh, thank you, Shalia. Right. Anybody that says my karma is your karma, they gone. They gone. See, people don't realize that the way that you fill your cup is when you spend time by yourself. Because you already know that your divine like that feeling that you have is, it's not because you're around everybody else. It's whenever you spend that time by yourself in the presence of God. That's how you fill up your cup. That also gives you the opportunity to daydream, and not just daydream, but think about, what you're going to do, how you're going to create your abundance, things that you're going to do to make a fresh start, other ways that you can continue to grow, whenever you're filling your cup, when you were by yourself, when you were in the presence of God. Solitude is a beautiful thing. Not all the time, but it's a beautiful thing at times. Someone needs to rest. They need to rest their mind. They need to start indulging in doing things for themselves. And then they need to set some goals. They need to make a wish on what they want to accomplish for themselves. And they need to set some goals. Get your vision board. Do your vision board. Yes. And get ready to explore. Get ready. I feel like somebody's going to be out in public in the community and they're going to meet their soulmate. Yep. Somebody's going to be out in public. They're going to meet their soulmate. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody's going to be very blessed. But, remember, the more blessed you are, especially somebody's going to be very blessed financially. Just because you're blessed financially doesn't mean that you need to buy a whole bunch of stuff. You can enjoy your life, but you don't have to buy a whole bunch of stuff. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Someone is they're growing, they're ascending because they're choosing love over things. And just by them choosing love is helping them to manifest things. Isn't that something? Somebody now they want to create a happy home. I feel like somebody wants to go ahead and do their shadow work and they want to find out everything about them that they were always too afraid to look at and see. Somebody wants to start over. They want to fix, they want to heal their heart. They want to heal those childhood wounds. They want to do that shadow work. They want to start working on, the outside of them, doing their body work. They definitely want to look at the big picture, their whole, the spiritual, the mental, the physical, the emotional, all of it. Because right now they feel stuck and they are sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're sick and tired of feeling like they have to be who somebody else wants them to be. And they're getting ready to do a whole do-over. Somebody is finding the courage now to be who they want to fucking be. Somebody is releasing a whole lot of shit and a whole lot of people. And guess what? They are bossing the fuck up. They're getting into the flow of God, the flow of spirit, the flow of who God wants you to be. And it's all good. It's all good in the hood. It's all fair. Yeah, somebody said, you know what? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm going to do this for me. Let's see what the has to say. Oh, let me. Somebody was like previously under a love spell, and it's like, even though you was under a love spell, you gave them strength when they felt at their lowest, and they didn't believe in you, but guess what? They are a firm believer now. Now they are. Give me a second. I'm picking some of these cards up. So I don't feel like I got a whole mound. All right. Yeah, somebody, they was telling lies on you. They was wearing a mask. They was being two-faced. They was straddling the fence. They was a lying motherfucker. That's exactly what they was, a lying motherfucker. Find yourself, you find freedom. That is so correct. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody's cutoff game is strong. When somebody say no, they mean no. When somebody say I'm through, they mean they through. They believe you. They believe you now. They believe you. What you say? Be assured. Be reassured. Everything's according to his will, everyone. Exactly. Exactly. The trash took itself out when they left. And that created the perfect storm for them. Yes, indeed. But sometimes you got to ask yourself, you didn't see all those red flags. You did right before you started having those financial burdens. You started seeing red flags. What you say? Breathe. Yep, this is somebody that has a Q, R, S, or T in their first, middle, or last name. This is somebody who you anticipated being a head warlock. Okay? This is the same person that they feel isolated now. This is the same person who was saying it behind your back, but they was too much of a punk to say it to your face. And their hate didn't stop your gift. This is somebody that, is looking at you open up like a lotus flower. And they know now that it's time to get to work because God saw it all. God saw it all. And God's got you until the last breath. You had to ask this motherfucker, who do you think you are? I want to know. See, when you participate in a hateful mob, expect to be part of the fire that God cast down on your ass. And if you don't know your spiritual rank, if I was you, I would be aware. Hey, Princess Ophelia, 1962. How are you, sweetheart? Right. Motherfucker, yo. Exactly. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, somebody's actions are catching up to them. We cannot make that up. They are experiencing a moment of truth. Ouch. It's got to be embarrassing. It's got to be embarrassing. What's the message? Anything else? Yeah, somebody decided it was time for them to plant some seeds elsewhere. I bet. Yeah, this was like a parent that wondered what the child had. This is a jealous parent, you know, envious. They hurt, they scared, they wondered what the child had, and they couldn't stand it because you was following your north node. It was their lie and it was your life, but you didn't allow them to bamboozle you because you followed your north node. Not only that, but you had some invisible protection. This could have been happening. Something could happen on Sunday, or something big happened on a Sunday. Could be an urgent phone call. Careful though, because could be Satan, one of Satan's best high helpers, trying to spy on you. So be careful. Should have known better. Right, exactly. You are in love with your abuser. This is somebody who's listening to and believing a liar still. You know the truth. And this person knows that you are in a prestigious class. They can't even fuck with you. And they hate you because they ain't you. That's why they're trying to give you the evil eye. And they a hater. Whatever, hater. Who the fuck stacked the deck with all them sick ass cards? I guess it would have been me. What's the message? Yeah. Someone is moving forward in spite of the chaos and the confusion because they know about that self-love. And that's definitely, trust me, they intend on sharing their story. Okay? And you decided that you needed to step away from somebody because they was coached and they fell for it. So that's why you had to step away from somebody. Something about the 11:11. And as you sow, you shall reap. Because life isn't about just rainbows and unicorns. We had to have some return to center times 10 in there too. Because people, they fight dirty. You got to be careful. You may be dealing with a dictator. Somebody that's married or something. Somebody that's trying to attack a daughter or something like that. Somebody that tried to use your name. That's why. Somebody that's really scared. That's why. That's why. What else, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else? Okay. It's the damn wild, wild west out here. Something crazy could be happening. Yep. That's why we got to speak up. We got to use that throat chakra. You need to know that you uplift everybody. Okay? You help people to let go of all resentment because it's not really worth it, especially people in that family tree. Now, those motherfuckers, they're the ones that's salty as fuck. That's all you need to worry about. You keep your heart chakra open. Keep your mind clean. You let them go ahead and continue to act like Einstein with a dunce cap and act like you don't see it or see them, okay? Because you know what? They have an entity attached to them. And it's not your fault that they shitted on their own blessing. Don't take anything personal. And always surprise yourself by challenging yourself to grow past any and every situation. Yep. Treat it all like it's a science project. Especially since that motherfucker tried to get you fired. It's like they try to take your place. All right, y'all. Okay, now I am getting ready to get off of here and cook me a nice dinner. So let's see. Shadia, thank you so very much. I'm gonna say and question mark, thank you. And Ja Lorenz, Michelle, I really do appreciate you. And Deverie, thank you. I really do appreciate y'all. So I'm going to also say a thank you to Kate, even though she's not on tonight. I really do appreciate her. Princess Ophelia, thank you. I really do appreciate you. Richard, welcome. And thank you. Just say, because I chose to love them, knowing themselves they saw me as weak. And, well, you know what? I think that they were just really weak, not you. You know? All right. And my sister, she was on here. And V Lovelace, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Who else? Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can go down one more level while everybody's still commenting. Let's see. Okay. All right. And Deverie. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, wait. Michelle. Okay. I said Michelle. I said V. I think I got everybody. All right. If I didn't charge the ability not to scroll, not the heart. I love y'all. And I am going to definitely enjoy my dinner. And I will see y'all tomorrow at 5:30. Hopefully I'll curl my hair then. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. Good night. Bye now.